Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the apostles, elders of Great Millstone, and blessing to the elect of Yasha. Alright, and salutations and blessings to y'all came out there doing this truth and sincerity. Okay. So yeah, man. As you can see the scripture right here, and I'm gonna just jump straight into it, alright? This is Jeremiah 28:8. It says, "The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms." All right, so many countries and against many kingdoms, meaning what? Babylon was prophesied against. All right, we just gonna run them down. Babylon was prophesied against. Egypt was prophesied against. You had what's that one? Nineveh was prophesied against. All right. Rome was prophesied against. Greek was prophesied against. Okay. Yeah, all these different empires and countries and rulerships that was prophesied against. And as the brothers always say, you think the Lord's going to leave out America? Okay, so guess what? That's us, man. We are the prophets, okay? We are the prophets. Because what was their intentions, man? Okay? Their intentions was prophesying the downfall of whatever they was talking about. And in looking forward to salvation, okay? Looking forward to salvation. See, these other camps, man, all right? Anyone can correct me if I'm wrong. But as of Great Millstone, it's the main camp, that stresses, okay, getting the fuck out of here. All right. Receiving salvation out of America, which also is known as Babylon. Oh, it's another one that was prophesied against Sodom. Sodom, also known as Sodom, also known as Egypt. Okay, all the kingdoms really. But the purpose of prophesying is to warn people, right? To warn people what's going to happen before it happens. All right? And if you don't, then that blood is on your hand. So, if you're speaking smooth things, if you want to make things sound good to people, to get a bigger crowd, all right, to get more tights or money into your congregation, okay, more women. You have people that do this thing for women as well, man, because they see, look at this guy, he's so prestige and he got his nice garment and his gold and this and nah, we not here for that. We actually get despised for quote unquote prophesying in bed sheets. So the fuck what? So what, nigga? Is this a fashion show? All right? Or is we doing the work of the Lord? If we doing the work of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right? Or is we trying to, have the hottest garment on the market? Now, there's nothing wrong. I repeat, there's nothing wrong with having a nice garment. To each his own. But when you make that garment a thing, or you look down on another brother because they garment ain't as nice as yours or something to that effect, then you got a problem. You're carnal. You are fucking being carnal, man. Okay? And this is just it's got a part to do with the whole Passover commercial shit with IUIC and the fact that that's just been on my spirit in the HODC talking about that. You got to come to it like, man, y'all need to sit the fuck down and let the prophets do what the prophets been doing, man. All right? Which is, let me read it again. Jeremiah 28:8. "The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms." All right, so that's what the prophets did then. And guess what? Being that the spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets, that's what the prophets are going to do now. All right, of war. Okay, we speak about World War III. All right, it's going to be a thermonuclear war. And that is going to be the missiles. Okay, at the end of the day. also known as the glittering sword, also known as the pestilence. Okay, depending on where you're reading that, also known as the waster, who destroy. Okay, yeah, man, and so on and so forth. Okay, that's judgment, man. And what it's going to bring about is the lake of fire that you read in Revelations. Okay, all right. It says, and of evil. What kind of evil? Okay, first of all, so-called white man's evil. What he plan on doing to your ass, but you want to trust in him. All right, he plan on throwing you in a fucking concentration camp. He plan on fucking he plan on chipping you, giving you the mark of the beast. All right, which is the microchip. He plan on having a food shortage. He plan on crashing his own dollar so you can depend on him even more, so he can give you the chip, and if you don't comply, he can throw you in a concentration camp. Plan on sending in fucking martial law. You see, they trying to put UN troops in Chicago. All right, these is things that have been prophesied by the prophets of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. All right, but what it is our people play around, and our people play around, and some of the other nations, they listen a little bit, but at the end of the day, if they ain't included, then they have a problem with it. You know, some actually just accept their fate. I mean, you know, hey, more power to you. You know, but at the end of the day, you don't get salvation if you ain't of the elect on this first go around. All right, and then in the kingdom, if you a heathen, other than an Edomite, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna have some slavery, and then you're gonna, you know, have your own little land and pay tribute. Okay. It says, and of pestilence. All right, different diseases and things, like you got the, man, one of the brothers showed some fucking turtles getting herpes, bro. Like, what the fuck is going on? Turtles getting herpes. That's sexually transmitted disease. Turtles is getting herpes. Okay, I didn't read the article. I don't know if they got it in some different type of way, but to my knowledge, it's a sexual transmitted disease. Even on top of that, you got I think it's the Zika virus, if I'm not mistaken. That can now be transferred by sexual intercourse, you know, sexual activity. All right, so it's that's part of the pestilence, okay? And you know, people just see it as something normal. Oh well, it's just something else, you know. This is nothing, you know. And what it is they look in the past and they look at things that happened and they came out of it. You know, the Great Depression. Oh, so what if the dollar crashed? The Great Depression. Look where we at now. Yeah, but what about Rome? You know what I'm saying? You can't forget about Rome. You know, Rome, they started to devalue their currency and their empire fell. Okay? So how different is that from America? They spread their army out just as America did. You know what I'm saying? So how different is that from America, you know? But they look in the past and they just want to pull out the positives. Okay? They don't dwell on the negatives. All right? And yeah, man, it's just you got to be mindful, you know? You just really have to be mindful, which people just don't consider. Okay? The spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets for a reason, man. All right, and that it just is what it is. Okay, I want to get a couple more scriptures. All right, because this also is important. If I can go right to it. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I know we're in that now. Yeah, the body I was trying to say. This is actually the wrong chapter. Let me see. Come on, man. Here we go. Revelations 13:9 and 10. If any man have an ear, let him hear. It's talking about understanding. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints, man. Vengeance. That is the patience and the faith of the saints. So if you're not looking for that, then you can't call yourself a saint. And if you can't call yourself a saint, you can't call yourself a man of the Lord, a prophet, etc., man. Because it's all one and the same for the most part. Okay? Yeah, so it's part of that vengeance, man. You know, You got people that's trying to save Esau. We don't got time to save you. Nigga, you ain't saved yet yourself. But here you is worried about saving the nigga that puts you in slavery. Alright? That's oppressing you. Unrighteous decrees against you. He wants to slaughter you. He wants to put you in a concentration camp. He wants to chip you and make you his property, his cattle, man. His fucking animal beast, basically. His pet. Alright? He wants to make you on a and put you in the global circus, and you okay with that shit, man. Okay? So yeah, man, at the end of the day, that is what it is, man. So yeah, let me get one more. All right. I'm doing a lesson outside and shit. I'm at work. Leaving these motherfuckers in my business. Matter of fact, I'm gonna leave it right there. So hey, call all y'all Bashim Yahushai. Double honor to the apostle elders, a great millstone. Blessing to the elect of Yasha. Salutations and blessing to you. Hakim after enduring this truth and sincerity and looking forward to getting out of this place. All right. Shalom.